Hey guys, hope you guys are doing awesome. It is Benjamin from Benjamin PlayStation EP. Hope you troops are doing absolutely amazing. We have today a business Vive. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Vives or Oculus Rifts before, but this is the type of one that you can only get if you are literally a business, you are a company, you're a founder of a company, and you have connections with HTC. As I work for Future Visual, and luckily, yes, we have connections with HTC and Oculus, we've been able to get a few of these business Vives, and what the founder of Future Visual luckily did was he saved one for me so that I could do an unboxing for you guys. That way you guys can take a first look at what business Vives look like. They're amazing, okay? They're not much different to the normal ones, but visually so much different. So we've got two parts. This one was sent from scan.co.uk. So you guys check out their website. You literally can just Google scan and you'll pick them up. It's really easy. So they sent us two packages. One is a really, really small box with a little bit of bubble wrap. Not a lot of bubble wrap, but a little bit of bubble wrap. And then we got the big box over here, and we already know what's inside of here. But we're gonna go through, I don't know which side we should go through first. That's what's so funny about it. Maybe we should go through this side first, because you guys might probably thinking, what is this? Because if you get a Vive, you don't get this. This is something you only get when you get the business edition. This you probably would get, but not the same type. You get a completely different version of this exact box. So I think we're gonna open up this little guy first, so you guys can see what's inside of the business exclusive additional package that comes with the Vive, and then we're going to open up the actual business edition Vives as well. As you guys know, this is live stream. This is live stream right now on YouTube Gaming. It's on Twitch TV. It's on Beam Pro. It's on Hitbacks, and I believe it's also on Stream Me. So you guys can chat live wherever you guys are chatting from. It should be picked up on stream, so we will all be able to see, which is going to be absolutely awesome. And yeah, we're going to get straight into it. So I've got my trusty scissors out. I'm going to go super close, but not close enough that I can't see you guys' messages or do anything absolutely weird. So first thing first, we got just some tape all around the back, so you can see the big scan letters as you would normally do with tape. Just going to snip off this side. Okay, and I do this as carefully as I can. So far, it looks like it's just a black box. So we're literally going to go cut all the way. We're not going to cut through that side. That's a lot of bubble wrap. I think from here we should really just break it off actually. So good for the tape. Slip it right here. Attempt to slip it from there. There we go. Cool. Welcome guys. I see loads of you guys just logged in from YouTube Gaming. A couple guys from Twitch as well. How you guys doing? How's everybody's day's been so far? Open up this guy. Now we can just probably just unravel this. Very, very softly unravel this. Because I know a lot of you guys have not actually seen what these look like. Not a lot of people actually do have these, funny enough. So we've got big, it looks like an invoice. Let me just quickly double check this is an invoice. Yep, invoice. Okay, you guys don't really see that. You guys don't really see how much we paid for this. Okay, so as you can see here, on that side, I don't know if it's going to zoom in enough, but it says HTC Vive extension kit, which you don't get with the normal Vives, funny enough. So we're going to open this up, find the best way to open this up. It's an extension box, which sounds pretty cool. I'm surprised because I've actually never seen what's inside of this box yet. Yes, I've been working on this for some time, but I'm yet to open it myself. Be careful with scissors, people. Don't do what I just did and drop scissors on the floor. Just gonna try my very best to just snip off this side. I probably would be better off with a knife, but I don't have one right now, and I really cannot be bothered running downstairs to the kitchen. So I'm gonna open this up, this side panel here, and the whole thing just kind of pops open from this side. So we've got loads of cables. Jeez. So first thing first, this is the actual Vive connection box, which what this is, if I just really quickly open this up, if you guys have never seen a Vive before, this is the part where you connect most of the actual cables to, which goes from the Vive to your PC itself. So on this side, you've got HDMI in, you've got USB 3, and you've got the DCA in box port as well, which you use to power it up. On the flip side, you have the same thing. So I'm guessing this is literally, if I need to re-replicate this, I believe, to my PC. But on the top, it does say VR. I don't know if you guys can see this close enough, but it says VR at the top and PC at the bottom. So I'm guessing this might just be something that I either put in between in my box, or literally it's just an extension so I can have a lot longer Vive. That is pretty cool. If it is that thing, that makes my Vive a lot longer, because one issue I've always had with my Vive that I've been using at my office, at the office, is it's not long enough. Well, it can go pretty far. It can go probably to, I don't know if you can see the radiator over there. That's as far as it can go from where I am right now, guys. So I think with this, I could probably go a lot further down. That's probably what all the rest of these beautiful cables are. If that is what it is, then that's pretty awesome, and that's very handy. So let's keep going inside the box and see what else we got. So we got these nice narrow face masks. I think it's for the actual cuffs of the Vive itself. They're very spongy. They're actually really quality as well. So I'm guessing maybe if other people need to use it, maybe it's something I can switch out. Maybe they look to be two different sizes. So maybe it's for people with different face types. I'm not 100% sure. But, and yet I don't believe it. If I look at the Vive I do have here, get one of my Vives, two Vives on my desk. So, on this Vive, as you can see, you do have a cuff already. So I'm guessing it's a replacement maybe for these, or maybe it's just a belly condition one, but it does feel much softer than the ones I got. And this is just the normal Vives you get. We have two. I have two of these on my desk. There's loads in this office. But yeah, I believe these are just much better quality ones. So hopefully, if I get to keep this Vive and I make a third Vive for my desk, I probably would use one of these. They are very soft and very comfortable. I'm trying to open it. I would open it up, but it's unnecessary because I wouldn't be installing this bit as of yet anyway. But just so you guys can see it, is very thick sponge, really thick and nice, quite cool actually. Next bit, cables. Whoa, okay, so this is an extension cable, just as I thought and hoped it would be. It's exactly what it is. So let's get the scissors back again. I should just keep the scissors like tight to my wrist or something. Okay, so open this up. Eventually. Yep, just pull it off. Alright, so if you can see this, guys, it's angled so that it can connect directly to the Vive, I believe. Either to the Vive or to the port, and it's just the same thing on the other side. So I'm guessing it's just an extension. I believe personally that this will connect to the Vive, and the one that's in the Vive I'll probably take out and connect to the box, which would be incredibly handy if I do need to like run an exhibition again or use one of these. Very handy type of pieces of tools. So that's that. Literally it's USB 3 as you can see, HDMI and DC in, just for some power. Just extend it back to this bit as well. So it's pretty much male to male, literally for the extension to then use the extension as you would do anyway. So yeah, pretty handy. Cool. I believe this is manual. Extension box user guide, so I probably had to install the extension stuff. You don't, as I said, you don't get this with the normal Vive, which is kind of funny really, because you expect maybe to have, well, maybe the extension kind of makes sense because if it's for personal use, you probably won't need it. It'll go into a room, but extension is very handy. I think it's because businesses, like what we do a lot, is we have like exhibitions where things will go over curtains and things like that, like in actual pods. If you guys already follow me on Instagram or even Snapchat, you probably see some of the things I post sometimes, like the pod rooms that we have in exhibitions where you need extensions like this. So these are probably incredibly handy. So I'm glad. Let's just put this all back into the back for the time being. And now we're gonna go to the biggest bit of today's live stream. Let's open up the actual business edition Vive, and it's gonna be quite insane. I'm looking forward to this. So let's make sure my camera is positioned okay. Cool. So this is the big Vive box over here. It's not heavy. Well, it's not light. Okay. And in here, we're gonna open up a Vive. Okay, I'm gonna probably make the camera go a little lower. You guys should hopefully be able to see it much better. Cool. So, first thing first, the tape. Oh god, this tape is stuck. See this? Okay, first thing first. Big tape around here, so I'm just gonna cut the side off. Put this down. Make sure you guys can see it still. This side too. Okay. I'm gonna score it in the middle just to undo this bit. Oops. Very cool. Cool. Okay, so now in here we have Mr. Vive, as you can see, the business edition. It looks pretty sick. Hey, KZ. Actually, I never understood how to pronounce your tag name, mate. KZ, KV? I don't know. I tried and failed, bro. But anyway, okay. So this box is unnecessary and not needed anymore. I should get it out of the way temporarily. We got this Vive to go through. Just move this. Alright, cool. So here, guys, we have ourselves a Vive Business Edition. If you guys can see this quite nicely. Cool. Cool. So let's get this part off. This is just, the bubble wrap for its transit. And we're going to open this lovely guy up. So once again, scissors. Should have brought a knife with me, but it's okay now. So back here. Got a message. It's hard to explain. Just call me Kevin. Alright, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. The box looks absolutely so cool compared to the other boxes. It's not much different to the other box, but it is very different. Okay. I think found it back. Hey Tim! Come join me for it.
Hey, you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. We're live right now.
Hi! very serious live stream.
Very serious today. It's quite cool actually. I didn't know that it was an extension box.
Yeah, 5 meters.
Yeah.
5 meters extension.
Why did you not give it all the other Vives?
Because they had to differentiate somehow.
I can't see actually.
But
You don't mind being on camera, do you?
no, go for it.
Cool. Say it. Go on.
Well, they had to differentiate somehow, didn't they, between the business edition and the consumer edition?
Yeah.
And that's the interesting part, because as far as I can see, you get a 5 meter set of extensions,
Yeah.
and a nice better warranty, and a kind of quite cool blue trim. But apart from that, what is the difference?
There's not
between
much,
the consumer
yeah.
edition
And a cool
business
box.
edition? And a cool box you
The
get.
box is much better.
Yeah, but still, it's it's an extra 250, 300 quid. So
Well,
they
it
better
does
be
look
some good 5 meter cables.
It's definitely worth it. I just unboxed the extension now. This one. And I was thinking, so that cable's long.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to use in exhibitions and things like that. Because I was thinking, as a consumer, you probably wouldn't need it. Because you can have it like in your bedroom or.
That's right. And with the job we've been working on at Apollo, one of the ways with people who are new to VR, one of their kind of fears is getting caught up in the cable, getting back around it. So we've talked about a number of systems. Do we have the cables coming over from above and down?
Yeah.
Or if you're able to give me people more flex on the floor, then even if they kind of catch it, it's not going to go.
It's not going to
talk
talk or plug out the
or pull the
computer
plug
like
out of the thing, which is the main
couple
problem,
times.
isn't it? It's crashed. It's like, no, you just kick the cables out. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. I'm going to leave that box there temporarily while we just quickly unbox this one. And then, yeah, it's going to be cool.
Cool. Go for it.
Awesome. So, I just quickly make some space quickly. 'Cause I don't know what's in that box. Alrighty, so let me move this camera back temporarily. Cool. Just probably a little too much. Right, cool. So inside of this box, guys, we just find it. Before I actually open it, let's just look around it. So as I said, it does look slightly different. It's got more of a blue design. I don't think the normal Vives have any blue. I think it's just black on black. But so far, you can see that it's a very, very different Vive box. I think we'll be opening it this way upwards. So I'm going to just score this side and score this side. Don't know if you guys can see it very clearly enough. But there's just a little bit of tabs right here. So, oh, that's how it just pops off, which is handy. So, just scroll that. Cool. Okay, so right now I just very slowly open up this box because even I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Alright, cool. That is really nice. Wow, that's some protection right there. It's like soundproofing for a live stream, guys. So first thing first thing we can see are the controllers. The controllers are so much different to the normal Vive controllers. These are cut so perfectly for this. But these are the new controllers. They have a lovely blue, like aqua actual logo. So I can show you guys this much clearer. Which is really, really pretty actually. If I compare it to a normal Vive controller, ignore the sticker, but there's a the only main difference you can actually really see is mainly in that color. But the color is something that really does stand out in comparison to the normal controllers. That is a really nice logo. Okay, so we've got two controllers. This is what you need. So I'm going to put these two on the table. We've got, I believe, get started instructions, which we're going to do right before we get into the Vive. So you get big instructions, how to set it up, how to set the sensors up around the room, the best recommended places to actually set up, websites if you need help, if you have any problems doing installation. I believe it's just in 2 different languages. It is 2 different languages. So follow the English side, or whichever side makes sense to you. Next bit, sensors. So you get these sensors. These are the parts which you actually have to hang around your room. They're really, they're not big. Comparing it to my hand, not super big. You need only 2. I believe the Vive is yet to support any more than 2. But these are the sensors which actually pick up the controllers and the headset around your room. So literally you can hook it either by this part here or the part on the bottom, and it just requires power, I believe just power and a sync cable. And this part is usually used, the USB is mainly used, I believe, just to do updating and things like that, which you can do once you first have it, and then once it's up you can just stick it up and leave it up. So if I show you, do we have sensors still up? We do have sensors up, but it might be hard to see. But what we've done around the office for our sensors, our sensors are kind of like that. So you should hopefully be able to see the lights. Is my camera gone? One second, everybody. Okay. One second, guys. Kind of just stop working. There we go. So guys, so hear me? Yeah, so the way we have the sensors, they look like this when they are actually on. So you've got a grid in the middle which is actually producing, is it like ultralights? What is it?
It's lasers, it's a laser matrix.
And it's pretty much just gridding out the whole entire room, isn't
That's
it?
right.
So as I said, you require two of them. One of them is one on the other side of the room. And you have them in different modes. I believe it's A, B, and C mode. I think this one is B, and the one on the other side is C, so that they can pick each other up. So one is literally a male and female, so they can literally pick each other up, which is pretty handy. So the sensors are really, really needed. I'm waiting for the day that Vive can support more than 2 sensors, because I think on that day we'll have much, much better tracking. But tracking is pretty good already, depending on which room setup you go for anyway. So that's the 2 sensors. There's one more here as well. As you know, there's 2. I'll leave this on the desk, 2. As I said, they're not really big in comparison to my hand. Well, they actually are quite big to my hand, but generally they're not super, super big. So we'll leave them over there. Okay, the next thing is the part you guys are all probably been waiting for, is to see the actual Vive itself. So first of all, we're going to start with the actual ports. Just like before with the extension, you have the 3 ports. You have HDMI, you've got the DC in, and you've got the USB 3 cable. It's a really nicely braided cable. Hog tied up as well. And now the part you guys have all been waiting to see is the actual business edition Vive, which looks like so. I personally think that blue is beautiful. That blue is a very, very nice touch. So you got the blue on that side, you got the blue around the camera lens, the camera focals, and you got the blue on the top as well. If I compare it to a normal Vive, a standard consumer Vive. These are standard consumer Vives, aren't they? These ones.
Our ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, consumer Vives. You can see the difference. Mainly it's color, but one does look much better than the other one. Personally, I like the blue one a lot more. So you can see the top HTC logo, which is more grey on this side, is just the same aqua blue, and around the camera as well, you've got the aqua blue around it. On the sides, same thing. So one is blue, one is grey, and the side for the focals is pretty much the same thing. So in this case, because it's brand new, it's gonna have the cardboard in there to protect it. I'm not gonna take that out, it's unnecessary. But yeah, apart from that, I believe they are pretty damn much the same, aren't they? Apart from the really nice colour. But I have to admit, the colour is really, really nice. I'm just gonna leave this on the table for the time being. Just see if there's anything else left in that box. So, we take this partition out. Okay, nothing inside there. Take this partition out. We have something there, so we're gonna come back to that. And see if we take this side out. Got more stuff, cool. And I'm guessing there's something here as well. Ah, there is. Okay, we'll come back to that bit. First and first, here we have what? We have wall mounted. This is wall mounts for the sensors. So I'm guessing you bolt this to your wall, screw these into the sides of the sensors so you can have them above your wall or on the side of your wall. We have one, funny enough, right behind my camera. So if I quickly just turn this around, up there is what they look like. So it focuses. So literally you can bolt it to a wall either in a side mount or upside down. You screw in the sensor to it and you use that as your mounting system. So they get 2 of them for 2 sensors, which is quite nice. They've got a lovely guide as well if you have any issues trying to get that installed. But it's probably very self-explanatory. Literally, you don't be able to see this very well. But it's just the mounts inside of here. Lovely. Actually, let me just do this one. Okay. So you can see here you've got the wall plugs and screws, and then you've got the actual wall mounts themselves. They're very easy. Screw to the sides of this wall. Go to switch to move around on a ball screw. Tighten the ball screws, tighten this to the sensor, and you're good to go. Really easy, I think. Very, very, very handy. So if I just put this back in. Right. So as I said, there was more stuff inside this box. We carry on from the sensor side. So as you said, there's sensor side, then you got the controller side, and you have the Vive headset side. So we're going to carry on like we started. So next bit is this here, which I believe is just the power supply. Pretty thick power supply, standard one that comes with the Vive. Not seen one of these before. They're about that size, really, really thick. And you've got power supply like so. Cable that connects to the sensor. You've got one per sensor, so I'm guessing I'm going to find two of these. Which is the next one? Here's the next one. Like I said, there's two of them. One for the sensor. They should plug it in, plug it to the wall, plug that DC into one of the sensors, and that should be the sensor set up nice. And lastly, which one is this one? Just gonna step aside here. This here is just an audio cable. Do you know why there's an audio cable?
Is that
that's sensor side.
That's the sensor connector. So that's if they're having trouble connecting wirelessly.
Okay.
That's the sync cable.
Oh, it's the sensor sync cable. So we just connect directly to the other sensor.
Correct.
I see, okay. So I'm guessing, because I believe the sensors have two modes. They have a wired and wireless. So I'm guessing this is the wired side. And the wireless is what it's doing right now, where it doesn't need each other and it literally will just hope to pick each other up. So it will try to draw a line between both sensors. If they can pick up, they can sync wirelessly. But I believe this is just in case that they're having issues with that. It's a really, really long cable. I think it looks like at least 2 meter cable. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. I think about 2 meters. Really, really thin and quite branded cable. So let me put that back in there too. That's pretty cool. Very handy to have one of these, because I think if you ever have an issue, it's always good to have a plan B. Okay. So that is the end of this side for the sensors. Now on the other side, which is this side here, we have some loads of little things. And I'm going to take these little things out and show you. So first thing first, it seems we have some adapters, just some simple adapters for like you would do for charging your phone. Literally USB 3, or I think that's USB 2, and then the mains. Same thing, there's 2 of them. One for each controller. I think this controller's dying, you can just plug it into the controller. You won't need USB 2 to charge the controller anyway. And this is a sync cable, so you've got USB. I'm not sure. I think they're USB minis, which you would get like on a Samsung, connected directly to a normal USB, which connects to your computer if you need to synchronize or update and charge, and vice versa. You just need to charge it into the thing. So this is probably more of the charger side.
See you later, Ben.
See you tomorrow.
See you later, Stream World.
Cool. So guys, so this side is mainly designed if you need to just record, or it's not record, sorry, if you need to update, if you need to just charge overnight. This is the type of thing we use. What we do at the office is we have these special little kits by, I believe it's called Aki or Ayuki, and it's these little things here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we connect loads of them. These are all the Vive connections, because I have 2, as I said, I have 2 Vives on controller, which means I have 2 sets of Vive controllers, green and blue. So we usually just connect them all to these little cables like so, and it allows me to charge the Vives here. It's really, really handy having something like that, like a really, really quick solution, just so you can get around that little limitation. But they are also really, really, really handy. Okay, the last thing I can show you guys, because this side I believe is now empty as well. Let's just double check. I believe there's no more here. That's correct. It's completely empty. Last thing, guys, is the wind that blows out through that little hole. Is this little panel right here. And this panel here is the last bits for the actual Vive itself. So if I open this side up, Now we're gonna have a different adapter to what we've just seen. If you guys remember, you saw an adapter block like this. In fact, this is if I can get it. Let's take this somewhere. Actually, let's put away. It's fine. It had these same connections here. It had HDMI to USB 3 to DCN. Extension would have been in front of this, so you can extend it. So we have two versions of this that go connect from there to here. But on the other side, we have different cables. We have, I believe it's USB 3, HDMI, DCN as well. But we have this special connectivity cable. I can't remember the actual name for this, but I believe it's used for an extra power, I believe, or extra. So we'll probably see the cable very shortly. I'm not 100% sure what it was actually used for, but I don't use it on my side of the Vive. I use mainly USB 3 and HDMI and the DCN on the Vives that I have connected to my many computers because I just don't need to use them. But pretty much that's what you need. Unfortunately, I did do a lot of research because you guys see that I do live stream a lot on my channel. I've found out that this side here of the HDMI does not unfortunately support, and I'm really sorry to say this, it does not support HDCP. And what HDCP is, it's a limitation that allows you to record off this device. So what that means is, unfortunately, yes, we're using just this, and let's say I put a capture card in between this and I plug my Vive to that, it will not work, unfortunately. They're built into the Vives to stop people from recording. They do it so that you can't record TV shows off your television. Some people find ways to get around it. I haven't yet. I probably don't need to because I did find an alternative which allows me to stream. I probably, in a later video, will let you guys know how I do that. Not at the moment. If you guys really want to know that, I will actually do a video to show you guys how that works. But for the time being, this is what you get. So on the same, just like before, at the top it says VR, at the bottom it says PC, so you know which side to connect to which. And you just got some information. I'll just quickly pop the serial. We just got some more information about the these power ports, just in case you need to order another one. Easiest place if you need to order another one is just to go straight to the Vive website itself. Much simple than just going on eBay and getting some third party ones which just will not work in your favor. So we got another eye cuff. Okay, so as I thought, the eye cuffs that we did get, they probably are two more just in case, because the Vive comes with one. This is another one, so this is the second one, and now we've got two more. I think it's really due to when you run exhibitions for hygiene, which makes sense, or if you should just break if you're using them continuously. So I guess it's very handy to have many of these as possible, and always clean your lens. If you're ever sharing lenses, guys, make sure you clean them before, just in case, because you just don't know what people might have. So there's another eye cuff, eye protection sponge thing. There's more stuff in here. There's like more stuff, don't we, guys? So now a power pack, now a power charger, which is for the DCN, because I said that yes, the Vive does need to be plugged in, and I just showed you that cable with the little block. This is the DCN cable. Literally is a little port that you will plug directly into the Vive. I'm gonna open this one up so you guys can actually see it. I don't want to open up too many stuff, but I'll open up enough so you guys can get a rough idea what the business edition actually looks like. But as I said, guys, personally, business edition looks so much more better than the normal Vives. Much better. As I said, we do have a few. I think this is our third business edition that we own. And as Tim has said, Tim is the founder of Future Visual VR. Because we have three of them, and he said that to get the business edition, I think you have to pay an extra $200 just for things like cable and color. But I believe personally it's worth it. So you got the DC in here. Literally plug into there, plug that into the mains, and you're good to go. And it's not the longest of cables, which is very handy when you have an extension. It's a long cable, but not really long. So that's that bit here. As I said, there's quite a few of these that we have in the whole setup. I think it's about 3. I think, yeah, 3 of them. What else we've got? We've got a couple more things. USB cable here. So USB to, just rip that bit off. So here we have USB 3 to USB 3. One says connect to the link box. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try and keep it straight so you can pick it up, but I don't think it wants to pick up where it says connect to link box. You've also got so you've got 2 USB sides here. One connects to the box, one connects directly to the PC itself, so you can get the actual data through to the PC. And very long, is it lastly or is it not lastly yet? No, it's not lastly yet. There's still a few more things. Wow. Next bit is, almost fell there. This bit is, I'm not sure what this is either. Let's just open it up. If we don't know, let's open it. Because I don't want to tell you guys this long weekend, I have not got a slight clue. Here we go. So this is the HDMI cable. 2 HDMIs, one for the link box. Don't know if you guys see this. One for the link box, one directly for the PC. Unfortunately, yes, it does require HDMI output, just like the Oculus does. But I've had a few issues when I had multiple screens, because I don't know if you guys have known, I have about 4 screens on my desk. And yes, I had multiple computers, but when it came to like the situation I'm in now, I have only 2. One of them has 3 screens, one has 1 screen, and computers don't like more than 3 screens. It does not. So be careful with your setup. You have to prioritize if you're trying to live stream as well, or do what I used to do with the AVerMedia. AVerMedia requires another HDMI output, so 5 is just, it's not happening. So you have to prioritize what screens you need if you're going to use Vive, if you're going to record Vive, and do live streaming and all that stuff at the same time. So you just have to kind of play around with it really. The last things in here, cleaning cloths. Always need some cleaning cloths for the lenses because they get dirty very, very fast. They really do. And cool. This is a lovely, lovely little addition to the Vive, which you only get with the Vive, and they're really, really good quality, but there's only one massive limitation to these. With these Vives, you get these headphones, and these are some really, really good headphones, and I mean really damn good headphones. But the only issues with these headphones, okay guys, like I said, they're really, really good, but there's a massive limitation to these headphones, and that limitation is the following. Okay. Unravel this so you guys can see this. Okay. First thing first. Okay, these are some just earbuds. Thank God it's sealed for cleanliness, but some replacement earbuds. But guys, like I said, these are some really, really damn good headphones. But the only limitation, this is how long they go. They are tiny as hell. That's how long the cable is for these headphones. And comparing that to the size of my hand, that's it. That's as long as the cable goes. It's so small, but they are really, 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 really good. These are probably like one of the best headphones I've used in a couple years now. But look how small that is. It's got a mic on it, on the actual headset, but that is nothing. Extension, like you might get away with it, but without an extension, it does suck, unfortunately. We have loads of these around the office. We just end up stop using them because they're so small and unpractical when you want to take it off, take it on, put it on when you're doing development work and all that stuff. The cool things I'm going to really quickly show you is with the Vive that not a lot of people actually do know. You have a scroller on the Vive headsets. On the right side of the headset, you have this little dial, and what this dial does right here is you just twist it, and what it'll do is the lens focals inside the screen will actually start to slowly go in, so that if you've got different eyesights or your eyes are closely apart and you want to get the full immersion, you can literally just twist the dial to preferred to your preference. Just keep twisting until it gets there, and it will give you incredibly good crystal clear quality. And you can do the vice versa if your eyes are further apart, depending on your face, your custom face. You guys probably love to hear that. But yeah, you can literally twist it as much as you want. You can do the same, you can do so many cool things on these Vives nowadays. Like you can turn this camera on and see through it while you have the headset on. So like if someone comes into the building, let's say a client, I can literally just double tap on my controller, on the lovely blue business controller, double tap on this button here, and I can turn my camera on so I can actually physically see it. Many other things you can do, for example, pressing it once, you might be able to get a little overlay like so. And I wish I could show you this, that's the thing. but I don't think I can because it's just a headache to get working. But if I do get it working, guys, and you guys do really want to see it, let me know in the description below, and I will do my very, very best to actually get that recorded for you guys, because it's really, really cool things to see in that setup. So guys, I'll just quickly move all of this back to the preferred position. Okay, guys, I hope you guys have, wait for the screen to focus. Are we focus? Cool. Guys, hope you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. I'm not going to talk too loud because the microphone is there, as you can see, and I don't want to pull off the table. So guys, hope you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. It's been super, super fun spending a couple, not even that long with you guys. How long have we been streaming? It wasn't going to take too long, 40 minutes, which is still quite a fair amount of time. But you guys learned a lot. I got to learn a lot. This Vive looks insane. I'm sorry, but just comparing it, I really badly just want to swap my Vive with this one. It's just, I have a thing for blue. Like, it's one of my most favorite colors. Even though my channel is yellow, don't judge me. But the blue Vive just looks amazing, personally. It looks really, really, really cool. And it must be so comfortable wearing. But I'm going to refuse to wear it, just so I can keep it brand new. And I'll probably package it back up, put it into another box, and leave it in a cupboard, so that when we are short of Vives, we can use them. So that's going to be very, very handy. But guys, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Tomorrow is going to be an incredible live stream. And I mean, stupidly incredible. Well, I won't like that dance around the bush. I'm just going to go straight into it and tell you guys what's happening. We finished a project recently, and I posted on Twitter I posted on Twitter what I call the operator's workstation, which is my workstation because they call me the operator because I do loads of IT stuff like overclocking and just crazy amount of IT stuff. I've lost recently 2 computers which were over here. I don't know if you guys remember, you've seen the photo, but back here there was 3 of these boxes, not just the 1. We had to send 2 of them back because of the project we were working on, so I lost my operation boxes. The cool thing about that is that one's going as well, which now leaves me with just the 1 computer, which is this Intel Exxon Beast computer over here, which is actually running this whole entire live stream so flawlessly. But I need something to develop on, and the lovely, amazing, absolutely ridiculously amazing guys at Future Visual have pretty much bought parts for a new computer. And I'm not just talking a normal computer, guys. I'm talking about pretty much a supercomputer, and it's going to be insane. And tomorrow, around the same time I did today's live stream, we are going to be building that computer. If we're going to do earlier, I'll let you guys know on Instagram, I'll let you guys know on Snapchat, and I'll let you guys know on Twitter. So make sure you guys have added me in all these other places. If it's not showing, for example, my Twitter link, look in the description, you'll find it. Make sure you guys add me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat, which I think is this one. But guys, oh my god, this computer is just going to be insane. It's like, I spent 3 days just planning the configuration just for the water cooling for this computer. And I get to just build this with you guys live. It's going to be insane, like beyond insane. It's going to have, let's just say it costs more than $2,000, and there's still parts coming. I don't want to like give you guys too much information because I don't want to I don't want to let you guys know what's gonna happen. But let's just say, guys, it is a supercomputer. It's gonna have the stupid overclock. It's gonna be something you're gonna just be like, oh my god, Ben, are you gonna be able to say that at home? And I'll be like, unfortunately no. But I'm like to do whenever I do my live streams, I will be able to use it. So it's just gonna be, I don't know. I can't put the words to it. Like, I've been smiling all day since it's been purchased. Like literally, we're just waiting on transit now to come tomorrow, and it's gonna be, yeah, they're gonna come here with like one of those, like, it's not like a wheelbarrow type of thing, but it's like the one you have to, I never understood the name of it, but it's like, I don't know, do you guys know the name? I don't know the name I'm looking for. It's like, you put massive boxes on it and you wheel it in type of thing, but like that, but just for 1 box, and that's just the case. So you guys gonna see tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. So guys, hope you guys are looking forward to that, because I really am looking forward to it. I'm sorry guys, I haven't been streaming a lot lately. I've been so busy in Brighton trying to get loads of things sorted out, me meeting loads of game companies and things like that, so I've not had much I had the chance to actually do a proper stream, but luckily because I got the office today, I thought I'll do a stream, and not just any stream, not just gaming, but I thought I'll do a big unboxing of like a business edition Vive. Like, come on, they're hard to get. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Hope you guys stay awesome. Thank everybody who's liked this live stream already. Make sure you guys have added me on all my different platforms that I stream on, like so that's YouTube Gaming, Twitch TV, Hitbox, Beam Pro, and streaming. Just literally Google Benjamin Plays 1080p. You'll find me wherever I am. Make sure you guys add me on Twitter. Make sure you guys add me on Snapchat. Make sure you guys add me on Instagram. Guys, stay awesome. Hope you have a lovely afternoon, troops, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.